and they will change the direction. That's how cool this pump system is. And then, of course, if they wanted, they would go ahead and send it over to the Everglades area, which is right in the middle. 10 feet deep. They had to put, of course, rails over here so make sure the cars don't go in. It happened in the past. Cars have got into a car accident, will go into this canal, and they will never find them unless if the waters go lower, and then you start seeing the license plate sticking out. But well, here he comes. This is the Everglades area. You might be able to see alligators on this canal as well, so keep your eyes open. See if you spot any, please let us know so we can go ahead and check them out as well. This will be a very great place, a very nice place to learn how to swim. If you don't know, the gators will teach you. They're very good trainers. So be aware. All these dead trees that you see in the area, this was all due to a wildfire that we had here about maybe 40 years ago. What happened here, all these trees that did not survive the fires are trees that were planted by people trying to dry out the Everglades, but that didn't go too well. As you can see, the trees died because of the fire. Every tree that survived a fire here in Florida will survive. It's a native tree. For example, the cabbage palm, you can burn that tree all the way down to the bottom, and it will revive again if the roots are still in the ground. Also, the cypress tree is another one that can survive the fires as well. Lightning strikes are very common here for the state of Florida. In fact, if you go to google.com and you type world's capital of lightning, Florida will be coming one of the top 5 in the whole entire planet. We do get a lot of these lightning strikes during the summer months when it's the peak of the wet season. A lot of these pop-up storms, and they create fires all over the place. As you can tell, it was a very big fire many years ago. And this one over here is into the work. So all this brush, maybe in 20 years from now, it will be all gone. Fires are not a big deal for Florida because we're on a very flat surface. It's not like in California. You hear a lot of fire situations over there in mountains, how bad it really is. But over here, since we're flat, it's a lot less harder, I should say, to control a fire on a flat surface like Florida is. The highest point of the state of Florida is only 350 feet. So we don't have a lot of mountains here. Well, yeah, very, very low. Well, we do have a few mountains. We have Mount Everest and Space Mountain in Disney, but then everything else is just flat. A little bit more to the north side of the state of Florida, that's when you start seeing hills, and like Tallahassee. I was just talking to Don about that. Tallahassee area. That's our capital of the state, by the way. Tallahassee. Coming up to the right is one of the casinos owned by the Seminoles, the Miccosukee. Their flag, it almost looked like the one from Germany, but it's not. It has a white bar on the top of the black bar. So they look identical, but with a white bar on the top. Oh yeah. Well, let's hear that story. Apparently there was a guy that went into this casino and robbed the casino. Didn't rob anybody, just the actual casino, like the teller. And apparently he started running. He got out. Apparently he was also a person that is not from here because he ran right into the Everglades. They didn't find the guy, but they did find clothing and the money next to a pile of blood. The alligators took care of the guy as he went into the Everglades dark at night. So they did find the money, but they didn't find the body. Alligators are more active during the night hours. It's a lot easier for them to hunt. they are not very active during the day hours. Their job is to make sure that they can, warm up as much as they can, keep their temperatures inside the body, in an average of between 70 and 75, 80, somewhere around there. If it gets too hot, they will go into the waters. If it gets too cold, they will try to use the sunlight as much as they can, or maybe bury themselves in mud. Alligators are cold-blooded creatures, so they need the sunlight, their temperature, to digest their food. If it's too cold, I believe the food inside their stomach will start rotting. The rotting process. We're going to get a little bit higher over here, so check it out. You're going to see a lot of land everywhere you look. To the right will be Orlando, and to the left, the Keys. Everything that you see in grass is all covered in water. A little bit darker grass, darker green, that will be more land. That will be the bushes areas. It's like a whole different, size buildings over here. That's all part of the medical campus, and it's called the Jackson Memorial Hospitals. Over here you will see the Palmer Eye Institute. You will also see the Women's and Children's Hospitals, Cancer Research Hospitals as well, Trauma Center, top one in the United States. Have you guys heard that place called the Orange Bowl by any chance? The Orange Bowl, that used to be the place where the Mayaimi University used to play football, but they turned it down, they demolished the building, and now they have this beautiful structure that we're about to see once we get higher now, on the left side, just across the university. And now it's called the Marlins Park, and it's a retractable roof stadium. They also home the professional baseball team of the city of Miami, as well as the University of Miami. And it's coming up to the left side. That's the big white building right there. Right now the roof is slide open. And whenever we have bad weather, they will slide it right back into the middle. There he is, very beautiful, Art Decorative. It's also paid up by Pepsi Cola and the Miccosukee tribe. The Miccosukes are the Native Americans of Florida, more known as the Seminoles. We have about 3 different reservations here in the state of Florida. One of them was in Hollywood, Florida. The other one is in Tampa, and another one over by the Everglades. Each one has a casino. Native Americans are the only ones allowed to own casinos in the state of Florida. Gambling is still illegal by state law, unless if you are inside of a Seminole Native American reservation. Not only that, but every Native American that live inside of the reservation receive an average of about $3,500 every single month, just because they are Native Americans. Not only that, it's a tax-free land. They don't pay taxes inside of a reservation. I went to Ancestry.com to find out if I was part Native American. No, I found out that I was Cuban American. That didn't count.
We're on our way to Everglades.
The state tree of Florida, it's a palm tree. It's not the most beautiful palm tree. It's actually one of the most wild palm trees that you see, and it's called the cabbage palm. And I'm gonna maybe find a few very soon. Cabbage palm was also used by the Native Americans to make their tiki huts, and also they used to cut the palm hard, boil it in water and eat it. It will have the same texture of a potato. Also weed it for clothing, as well as our native bats also used it for their homes. once these palm trees get too wild and the leaves dry out, they create like a big giant cocoon on the bottom. So it's a perfect environment for mosquitoes to, I mean not for mosquitoes, for bats to live in. Bats are very important because they eat mosquitoes every single night. And we have a lot of water in the area, so that's a perfect environment for mosquitoes to procreate. There's, oh yeah, there you go, to the right side, those are cabbage palms right there. Just to the right. All those palm trees in there. State tree of Florida. Now, what do you think is our #1 export of the state of Florida? Can you guess?
Oranges.
Oranges.
A lot of people say oranges, but it's not. It's actually Angus beef. Yes, Angus beef is the #1 export. Number 2 is oranges. All right, very good. Number 3?
Oranges.
No, I already say oranges.
Honey.
Honey, no, that's not it. Number 3 is strawberries.
Oh.
Number 4 is
Honey.
sugar cane.
Oh.
And number 5, finally,
Honey.
honey. Very good. All right. All right. To the right side, you can see right there the Miami International Airport. Oh my Lord! Look at that plane coming up. Wow! Right in front of us.
Oh.
This is the Miami International Airport. It's also considered one of the most busiest because they also accommodate all those South American connection flights that come here to the United States. Ding dong. I'm pretty sure when you go back home and you hear that sound, ding dong, you will remember me. Coming up to the left side across the airport, you will see a building that has a Burger King sign on top. And it's right here about 11 o'clock, right in front of us, to the left. That is the main headquarters of Burger King. Some people don't know that this Burger King headquarters offices is also the first place where the first offices of Burger King that they had. This is where everything started right here in Miami. It's owned by a Cuban man named Manuel Garcia. He's the CEO and the founder of the very famous worldwide fast food restaurant franchise, Mr. Manuel Garcia of Burger King. Did you guys hear what I said? Fat food, not fast.
Fast food.
Fat food restaurant. He's a top competitor of McDonald's.
Cindy.
Now we're getting closer to the construction that it really got me by surprise when I asked how many years this construction had been going on. You remember I said I've been working for this company 11 years. The first day that I came here to Miami, the first question I asked, how long was this construction been going on? And they told me 4 years. 11 years ago. So folks, this is at 15 years and still working. As you can see, they got a long way to go. Long way to go. What they're trying to do is they're trying to build the world's largest cloverleaf intersection. They're going to be connecting 3 major highways here in South Florida. And you can see some of the bridges over there. The overpass is right in front of us. Getting a little closer now. I thought at first they were digging for gold, but no, they're actually doing a construction. Somebody will be retiring out of this area here. 15 years, and as you can see, they probably need 15 more to finish it. This is where your GPS get all crazy, because all these roads are new. talk about that. The owner of that boat is the same owner as Carnival Cruise Lines and also the Miami Heat, the American Airlines Arena. And now it's official. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Beach. Ooh, ooh. I don't know. That sounded like a... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They call it the Art Deco District because all the different colors and designs of these buildings, they go back into the early 1900s here in South Beach. Remember, Al Capone was a very famous mobster from Chicago
We had a lady drink one of these.
that used to live here.
One of these. She's walking on the beach right
Anybody know Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. JB. Well, he got in trouble by driving and racing over here in Miami, and I'm going to show you the place where he rented the car. Oh, his car is there. Yeah, that's right. It's right here to the left,
yellow one.
right after the traffic light right here. There you go.
Oh, really?
There he is.
There, the yellow one.
Yeah, just 1,800 a day. You got a Chinese car? Oh, Japanese. Toyota?
They're back together.
Yeah, they went back together after I broke up with her. Wow, never mind. The beach, folks, the beach is right there in front of us. You just have to keep walking towards that direction. We are going to drop you off over here, just 2 blocks away from it, because it's they don't allow buses inside and park over there. So we will see you again by 7 o'clock. All you have to do is go across. I know that there's a lady looking for a Walgreens. Where are you at? Walgreens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second traffic light in front of us, right in the corner of Collins Avenue. That's where you're going to find Walgreens. If you're looking for the store of Dash.